welcome to Closing Time Podcast. I'm Amanda Armstrong.
And I'm Randy Bradshaw.
And today we're going to talk a little bit about our stories and how we kind of got to Bloomington Normal and why we love it here.
Yeah, do you want to go ahead and start with yours?
Yes, since I just took what you were going to say. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So I am born and raised here in Bloomington.
Yep.
I was a Purple Raider, went to District 87. When I went to Oakland School, we had the sign that said Oakland School out front, and it was so cool because someone removed some of the letters and it said Oak and Cool.
Wow.
I just felt so proud that I was there during that time. Anyway, so after high school, I still stayed here, and I went to Illinois State University. I worked at State Farm. I worked at the pub, too, during college, so I was really busy. It wasn't the typical college life. I worked, actually, 3 jobs and college, but I finished, got through that, and started my family here in Bloomington. Mm-hmm. And then I moved to Iowa for a little while, Washington State for a little while, and then back to Bloomington, which State Farm brought our family back, and haven't left. Still love it. It's a great community. It's a great place to raise a family.
Yeah. So, okay, I grew up in a small town about 25 or 30 minutes away from Bloomington in Atlanta, Illinois. I went to Olympia, but Bloomington was always kind of the place that we would come, for groceries or whatever, since it's so close. I went to, sorry.
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 We're at my house. We have a dog.
Yeah, Lou's outside. He wants to join the party.
Yes.
But anyway.
Sorry.
So I went to high school at Olympia, and then we went to college in town. That's where my husband and I were when we started dating. And then after we had children, we moved back to Atlanta, my hometown, for a few years. And then it just was 30 minutes farther from everything for my husband when he was traveling. So we moved to Bloomington about 13 years ago, and we've been here ever since.
I remember playing Olympia in high school, and they were always so good. But it had a very unique sounding gym.
Interesting.
It was like a foam. Did you guys have like a foam insulated gym?
I don't
remember.
Maybe.
Anyway,
small towns.
Yeah. It was just really cool. Just a very unique sound.
Yeah.
Anyway, cool story.
Yeah.
So Bloomington is, where we both landed.
Yeah, it's where we met. We both stayed at home with our children, and we met at the gym that we went to.
Yeah.
Brought our kids to the childcare. Shout out Four Seasons.
Yeah. Shout out Four Seasons. And we live in the exact same neighborhood, coincidentally.
Yes. Yep.
So we have a lot of similar paths, just a little different timing on everything. But I think that's kind of what brought us together is some of our local favorites, right?
Totally.
We met at Four Seasons, which is our local gym. We worked out at the Pit together, which still love it there. Good plug for Four Seasons.
Yep.
Some other things that I love local about our area is we are blessed with so many awesome coffee shops.
We really are.
We really are. I mean, I love Starbucks. I do. But all the locally owned new coffee shops are amazing. I know you are very personal with some.
Yeah.
I love, Crafted's always an awesome spot. I mean, we used to
hang out.
Yeah, it's a cool place to hang out. Coffee's great. They do have food and a bar and volleyball now. And
in the summers we used to take the kids to play volleyball while we would get some work done. That was fun.
And during COVID, we would sometimes sit there outside in a safe environment to take our meetings and do some planning and, actually creating our team through that, actually.
That's when it started.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I also love my girls. 2 of my girls have worked at Level Up and Bloom's coffee bars. So those are also near and dear to my heart. I like the drive-through hut.
Bloom's is so cute. It's just a little hut. Cute. It's adorable.
Yeah.
We're lucky to have some of those places.
I know, for sure.
Really are. Well, some of my favorites, if you've ever talked to me, you know that it's Yoga Lab and Lab Coffee, because I'm also a yoga instructor. And that's another thing we have in common. We were both fitness instructors when we stayed at home. Amanda did spin more, and I did more weightlifting and yoga. So I love the Yoga Lab. I love the community. It's what helps me stay sane. I love the coffee at Lab Coffee. There are 2 locations. Their downtown location is really cool because it's in the same building as Red Raccoon Games, which I had never been in there until Lab Coffee put their little
been in there
pop-up.
Either.
It is so cool.
We're gonna have to go sometime.
I bet the girls would love it. It has cool games. It has those little. I know your girls are too big, but it has little plushies and stuff. Any game board game under the sun they have there.
Oh, that's so cool. And so you don't have to bring your own games? They're already there and you just go there and have coffee
You
and
can
play
purchase
games?
the games. I know that they have, like, sometimes they'll have, like, where you can, like, meet up with people and play specific games. But, yeah, it's like a store where you purchase games and
that's
stuff.
so cool. I'll have to pop in sometime.
Yeah, for sure. It's really cute.
So speaking of other local things, so Bloomington Normal is a very great, simple lifestyle. It's fairly flat, but we have some hidden gems right outside of Bloomington Normal that some people don't really know about. I didn't until my recent years as well.
Until like COVID maybe is when I found Moraine. I guess I knew of Moraine View State Park, but we had never really gone as a family until we were like really thinking hard about things that we could do outside and, you know, keep social distancing in top of mind. But they have a really cool area where you can rent kayaks, which is so fun for the kids. I didn't think they were smaller, so I didn't think they would be able to do it, but they did so well. We only had to drag Lane out once.
That was good.
It was perfect. Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah. I took Lon out there one day because she wanted to go kayaking, and she hated every minute of it. And living in Washington State, outside life was like our life. We did everything all year round, outside, trails, walking. So I thought Moraine View State Park kayaking would be her jam, and it turned out she hated every minute. And I remember taking a little video of her, and she's like, "What? Stop it." And I'm like, "Are you having fun?" "No, I'm not. I hate it here." It was so funny.
Oh, that reminds me, like, hot tip, take your bug spray.
Oh, yes.
Because it was really buggy out there. That was one of the things that I didn't enjoy. My family is very outdoorsy. They love being outside. They love doing outdoor sports and activities, but I'm really the one dragging us down. I'm Lana when my husband will be like, "Are you having fun?" And I'm like, "No." I'm here for the children.
When are we going to lunch?
Yeah, and you can go to lunch there.
You can go to lunch there, which they have pretty good food.
I think so.
And they have ice cream treats and all kinds of stuff. So you can spend a whole day out there. There's camping out there. It's a big lake. Tons of walking trails, which I used to go to. But another tip, if it's been rainy, you might want to stay off the trails because they get really muddy.
Yeah.
But if mud's your thing, have at it.
Yeah, if you're training for a mud run.
Have you ever been to Starved Rock or Matheson State Park?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. You have not?
No.
You have to take your family. So I went to Starved Rock way back in the day in high school, but Matheson State Park is one. It's right across the street, I think, what I remember seeing. And they have really cool different trails, and they have a waterfall feature. Oh, so
yeah, I have seen pictures.
The girls would swim in that when they were little. We would take our dog with us. A lot of people have their dog, and there's like a big, I don't want to say tree house, but a little like log cabin house that kids can go in and climb. And they have water and restrooms. That's really fun. And then up there is Jamie's Outpost, which is, I don't know if it's a biker bar, but there's always motorcycles there. But they have the best chicken sandwich.
Wow.
So if you haven't tried it, you got to go up there and go for a hike and get a chicken sandwich at Jamie's Outpost.
Live out your Sons of Anarchy dreams.
Yes.
With the bikers.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, guys, for hanging out with us today. That's all we've got for you.
Wait. Let's talk about our neighborhood.
Oh, I totally forgot.
We were just
we have more.
We have more. We do have more.
Yeah.
So full circle for me, I purchased my first house. We're both in Eagle Crest East.
Yep.
And my house that I first purchased was about 4 houses down from where Randy's at now. So I had my first daughter there. So it was really cool that Amalie was born here in the neighborhood, not in the neighborhood, but her first home was here. And now probably their last home is in the exact same neighborhood, just on a different street.
Very cool.
So we love it here. When we were looking for a house, we just thought this was a great space. It was in the kids' school district they were already in.
Yeah.
And I love how it feels like we are kind of connected with Hawthorne too. And Eagle Crest over there.
So there's a couple of parks.
Yeah.
The lake.
The lake where a lot of kids go fishing. That's a lot of fun. I love walking Louie around the pond here in Hawthorne too.
Yeah.
It's just a really nice area, and we love the connection and the friends, and there's lots of kids that our kids know, so they have people to hang out with. And then Bittner Park, did you say that they tore down the swing set and they're getting a new one?
Yeah, it's a new one. The kids are a little upset, honestly. That used to be Red Slide Park, and now everything's green and blue, so it's not Red Slide Park anymore.
Do they have a splash pad?
No splash pad. They're just putting it looks like they're just putting up new play equipment.
Okay.
It looks nice, I think.
Awesome.
So coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon. And our neighborhood kind of, if we go through Hawthorne too, connects to the Constitution Trail, which runs all the way through Bloomington Normal, which is amazing for those active families.
The location is unmatched, I feel. I mean, we're close to groceries. We're close to, not close to our elementary or junior high, unfortunately.
But our high school, we can just see it.
Yeah. Which is the important thing because that's when the kids are driving.
Correct.
So it's great that we can just
point.
basically throw a stone and hit the high school because living in Olympia, I drove through Moores Mill, and if you know anything about Moores Mill and my driving style, it was a danger.
I've never heard of Moores Mill.
Oh my gosh, it's so hilly and windy, and when it's raining, my brother will tell this story that one time I was driving him to school, it was raining, we almost died. He said he thought we were going to die, we kind of did a little hydroplaning, but...
Is he a little dramatic, or did he really feel like he was in danger?
I think he probably really was in danger. It was a little dangerous in my tiny little car.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Well, my driving skills aren't much better, as you know, from my golf cart adventures.
Right.
But
Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So we love local. We love it here. If you are thinking of making a move and you want to know more about Bloomington Normal and the surrounding area, connect with us and we would be happy to help you out, give you a little tour, give you some insights of our favorite places.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, we like to keep up on the latest market info. So if you have a question about the price of your home, currently what the market value is, we'd love to do a free market evaluation for you. And hopefully we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Thanks.